everybody, it's Bridget, and it is time for part 3 of the golf ball training. So, where we are going to continue off is step 2 in regards to protecting your priorities. So, a little note that I made on the top of my workbook was there are 160 hours in a week. Your time is your life. Keep that in mind. The next subject that we went over was the time wasters in our life. There was many of them. She had us list all of these, and then we were to select the top 3 that apply to us the most. But the ones overall for the full list is crisis management, lack of goals, drop-in visitors, and that means Facebook, email, not just people that are showing up at your house. Ineffective delegation, focus on low priorities, disorganized workspace, right here, phone calls without agendas, procrastinations, outdated technology, attempting too much, meetings without agendas, personal disorganization, not setting limits, lack of self-discipline, and interruptions. So, then with that, she decided to break down some of these time wasters into a little bit more detail. The first one that she went over was the interruptions, which are blurts, self-interruptions. So what does this mean is when I was talking about the power of one with the power hour. How many times have you sat down to try to get something done and then you think, oh, I needed to go do this. So you stop in the middle of what you're supposed to be doing, just strictly Scentsy work, and you get up and you go load the dishwasher. And then while you were loading the dishwasher, you're like, well, I'm already out here in the kitchen. Why don't I just go ahead and wipe down the counters with my new Scentsy counter cleaner? And then just keeps going and going. And then by the time you realize that your power hour is already done. So what that does is with your workspace, you need to have a designated workspace. Whether it's an office, whether it's a table, whether it's sitting in your car to get away from your kids, if you know your spouse is there willing to be able to take care of them. Get up and relocate yourself so that you can focus on your power hour with no interruptions. And then also save ups. If you are one of the people like me that all of a sudden little things pop into your head like, oh, I was going to mail this out, or oh, I need to pay bills, I'm sitting here at the computer anyways. Have a little post-it note beside your computer, and whenever you get those little blurts or save ups, just go ahead and write them down on your post-it note. So once your power hour is over and you've done your duty with Scentsy for the day, then you have that little post-it note, and then you can start working on those little self-interruptions. The next one is some fast phone tips to help. Have an agenda or notes. If you are going to be making phone calls to your customers or to your team, use a timer. Prepare an effective outgoing message. So if you have a voicemail, go ahead and update it saying the current day, a brief update of what you're doing. Your email, request detailed information with email time and their phone number, and specify how long it'll be until you return the call. She had mentioned that the reason why she does this is to let them know that she is working her business daily. If she is taking the time to record a brand new voicemail every single day, then that shows the people that are calling that she is working her business daily and tending to her messages daily. The same thing with an effective email. You want to prioritize your messages before they arrive with the inbox folders. Customers, team members, personal. Use the subject line for quick reminders when you're sending stuff out so that when people reply, then it kind of gives you a little reminder as to what that conversation with that person is. Schedule email time. Check your email 3 times daily. It doesn't mean that every single time it pops up on your phone you have to sit there and check your email right away. Reply only when necessary. If it's somebody's looking for something and it's not something urgent, wait for a little bit. It doesn't mean that you have to respond to them right away. Watch your emotions. You might get an email from an unsatisfied customer, and it might make you really upset. So don't respond due to the heat of the moment. Calm down a little bit, let the steam stop coming out from your ears for just a little bit, and then respond to them in a cool and collective manner. Be brief. Use bullet points. Make sure you include all of your reference information, and also make sure you update your signature line, whether it can be links to your current website, maybe some new fun exciting stuff, especially with the diffusers out right now. Let them know about the new diffusers in their signature, in your signature line. Um, the next one was livable limits. Honor your priorities. Check your schedule and your calendar. It's okay to say, hey, I already have something booked for that day. I can't do it. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. But be brief and be gracious. You don't have to go into detail if somebody calls and asks for a volunteer time or if somebody's asking for a donation basket. If you've already done 2 donation baskets and that's your max for the month, just let them know, hey, I've already done my max for baskets, I'm sorry. Or, hey, my volunteer time for the month has already been spoken for. Don't go into detail. They don't need to know, because the more details, then that means that they're going to be able to maybe follow up and be like, oh, okay, well, since you've already done it for this month, why don't we go ahead and set up for you to do it next month? Brief and simple. Don't be afraid to tell people no. Meeting minutes. If you are setting up meeting times for your downline, because a lot of you guys are starting to build your own teams, so exciting, have them scheduled. Have an agenda or a layout of what you're going to talk about. Have demos, visuals, hands-on type of material. It makes it easier for the audience to learn. Have them be involved. Make sure that there's participation. Definitely make sure you give break. And the best thing and the most fun thing is the recognition and training during these meetings. Give a purpose to these meetings. Let's see what else. There is dedicated delegation, savvy social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, blog, text, and put away procrastination. Set an appointment. Do the worst first, or do an easy step first, something to make you feel accomplished for the day. Break it into bite-sized proportions if you know that you have a long to-do list. Break it up into different things so that you feel accomplished throughout the day, so you quit putting it off so much. And tell somebody. Make somebody your accountability partner. Say, I know if I tell Chili, one of our upline, that I am trying to set a new system up, and I tell her I need to call 5 people today, guess what Chili's going to do? Chili's going to call me by the end of the day and be like, Bridget, did you call the 5 people that you said you were going to call? She's going to hold me accountable, and I am more than likely going to stick to calling those 5 people because I know that she's going to be calling me by the end of the day. So have somebody be your accountability partner. At the bottom of this page, there was another quote that I liked, and it says, one of the greatest robbers of your time is putting off something you know you should do. Your energy is sapped, and your plan for the day is foiled by the task left unfinished. I have many of those days, and a lot of these tips about procrastination is going to help me greatly in the Scentsy business. So, that is about it. Like I said, remember those golf balls and let those golf balls be first. A lot of us have a lot of the issues that I just went over, including myself with a disorganized work space, with taking on too much. I don't set limits, and that's something that I have to work on, as well as I'm sure all of you guys have little people sitting on your shoulders right now saying, yeah, that's me too. So feel free that if you would like to talk to me more about this, message me, call me. My information, my phone number is in your guys' workstation, or you can message me. I know that I need a new accountability partner, and if you need an accountability partner as well, like I said, feel free to message me. That's what I'm here for, whether I'm your sponsor, your director, or just a fellow team member. Message me. That's what I'm here for, and I think a lot of this is going to be very, very helpful with this upcoming fall season, and I know I'm going to start working on it, and hopefully a lot of this will help you guys as well. So have a great night, you guys. Bye.